Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Link to the Past randomizer tournament match. We're here for CS Tutor versus Flipheal. I'm Esmar, and I'm joined by Nira Lightshine. Nira, how are you doing?
I am doing very well. How are you today?
Pretty good, pretty good. Looking forward to this. This is a third round of the tournament. The first match between these two players. CS Tutor has only dropped one match in bracket so far. So hoping to keep that streak going. Flipheal, on the other hand, I'm not so sure on.
Yeah, I don't know myself. I haven't been able to watch, but I've been looking forward to doing some more commentary for this. We, of course, are doing MC Boss, which is Boss Shuffle with maps and compasses shuffled in the world, but the keys are not.
Yes, so boss shuffle meaning that we are going to be seeing the bosses are shuffled around with 3 randomly selected bosses that appear twice. And all of that is going to be within the arena restrictions. But we're going to start off here. Looks like we're having some slight issues on CS Tutor's stream end, but Flipheal starting in Sanctuary.
Yep, and 3 bombs in sync. So what do you think today's trolley item will be?
I don't know. The last match I commentated was actually, I believe it was Flipheal's victory in the previous round. It was a extremely fast seed. But the beginning of the seed opened with forced Light World dungeons all in chronological order, which was kind of interesting. But Flipheal heading into the mountain from, the forest from the south here.
Yep, and tree pull is 10 arrows. You're never going to say no to early arrows.
Yeah, early arrows are nice to have. They're not as good as early bombs, which Flipheal has found 6 of already, which is more than enough for the early game here.
Oh, he's doing another tree pull. And Piece of Heart in the mushroom spot.
Yeah, hopefully we can get CS Tutor's streams sorted out. But the good news is we're not really going to be missing much. CS Tutor's going to be having much the same checks here. Yeah, so heading south into CAC, we did get a red rupee from the guard there, so worth noting that the guards are in that prize pool.
Yep. And we're getting a look at Kakariko, or at Lion's Hut. Lion's Hut will have for us the compass to Thieves Town, more bombs, the compass to Skullwoods, and a heart container. And the back of Blind's Hut holds the Arrow of Destiny.
And we have our second batch of dense checks here in Kakariko. Kakariko well contains a good 5 items here. Piece of Heart. Ooh, the cape showing up early.
The map, the desert.
Yeah, so with some of these items showing up, the maps and the compass, what the map does for these runners is it shows them, when they check their map, what prizes are in each dungeon. So you're not going to be seeing a map check until they've got a couple of them here. And the compasses will show us which, I believe it shows us which boss is in the dungeon. So each of those items does have a function in this game mode, though it's not nearly as impactful as the keys in terms of logic. It's just a knowledge game at this point. Yeah, it is really unfortunate that CS Tutor seems to be having some internet issues with the stream. Hopefully it clears up before we're done with the early game here and we can get these 2 runs synced up for y'all. All right, the glove from Sick Kid. So yeah, I was about to say that we hadn't really found anything of particular value in Kakariko, but that convenient back of the bar bottle and the Sick Kid item there proving to be very useful. Ether medallion in library, which we'll have to remember.
Yes. Kakariko not having much today, but that glove and that bottle definitely helpful.
Yeah, it's always nice to not have to backtrack to turn in bottle. Flute, too, would be nice to not backtrack for, but you kind of can hope for that one a little bit less. Yeah, so unless we can get a synchronization, this is going to be a mental exercise for the commentary and the viewers here to figure out who's in the lead here with the 3-minute differential between the 2 runners' streams. But we'll make it work.
Yep, always fun to have a challenge. I feel more sorry for our tracker though. 20 rubies, small key, and more bombs.
We do see Flipheal going backwards through the Dark Sewers area to go to Dark Cross here. Grabbing that item in the dark. Out of logic, but... yeah, no sword yet either, so very little to give any indication of where he's standing.
Yeah, but these 2 runners, they most likely, the sword is not needed to be able to do that. And just a piece of heart in Dark Cross. Having that library, having the library have ether though is not something our runners are want to see though too.
Yeah, that's with any luck it won't be necessary, but again, we don't know which of the the medallion dungeons are going to be necessary at this point, but there's a 1 in 3 chance for each of them to require that ether medallion. So the boots are going to have to show up before that really comes into play either way.
And it looked like there was no... I couldn't see if there was something on desert.
Yeah, I didn't quite see that either. I don't recall if
was-
we've seen any of the maps for the Light World.
It was red pendant.
Red Pendant, okay.
Yeah. Thought I saw something on red on desert, but Restream showed me what it was.
Yeah, meanwhile, Flipheal showing us some bomb escape strats. One of the resource limited resource ways of clearing this escape sequence here.
Yep, the least favored one to do too.
Interestingly enough, doing this before South Shore, which is, I mean, it's not crazy, but there are a lot of things that you could find that would make these checks quite a bit faster if you could do this with boots. Weren't doing bomb escape, but Flipheal seems to be very confident with the bomb escape, so it's as good a time as any, really, unless you bank on finding the boots.
Yep, well, Flipheal also just got 2 300 rubies here, too. So that's Zora money, and that pretty much sets them up for the rest of the game, money-wise.
Yeah. Yeah, also notable that the Zora check is in logic with the glove showing up so early.
Zelda Cell has the map to Eastern. Mini Moldorm has a sword, and the lamp, and the hammer.
And the hammer. Okay, well.
Well,
so South Shore is really shaping up to be pretty lucrative here.
That also puts Aga 1 into logic.
And we are getting word from production that we are going to have a big sink incoming here.
Neat. Thank you,
Which
production.
Actually, it kind of works out a little bit because Flipheal is probably going to be tracing in CS Tutor's steps here before too long. And we get that Paper Mario 1000-Year Door music on CS Tutor's side. It is interesting to see Flipheal going to Eastern before hitting South Shore, though. That is an interesting choice.
Yeah.
I would imagine he's planning on hitting up Saha only, rather than dipping all the way into Eastern. Without a bow, it doesn't make much sense to do it that early before South Shore.
Also, looks like the way we're going to sync it up is we're going to have Flipheal stream pause to tell they're caught up.
Yeah, so CS Tutor picking up all of these items that we saw Flipheal pull a little bit earlier. So with the hammer and glove already in hand, all we really need to see is the Moon Pearl to show up for the seed to sort of crack open here, and that lamp as well gives us logical access to the first couple mountain checks.
Yeah, we would need the hook shot or a mirror to be able to do more.
Right, but that being said, it's kind of closer to East Mountain access than a lot of other situations where one of two items gives us full access to the mountain. So it could be something that shows up before Moon Pearl.
I think that was on CS Tutor's side. I think that was his controller unplugging.
Yeah, must have been. I was wondering if something was going on my computer. That's crystal clear.
That's what I thought too but
Now imagine what it would be like if we were hearing, you know, like Windows XP sounds. Just giving everybody a nostalgia trip.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got about another 30 seconds or so before we're all caught up. So it again, we can't really say who's ahead at this point, because Flipheal hasn't touched South Shore.
Nope, but at about the same time, they're going to have done basically the same checks. Just CS Tutor hasn't done back of escape and stuff.
Yeah, I thought I saw him back there. I don't know if he finished it though. He might have tried it and then decided not to invest the time, because going through that backwards is pretty tough if you're not used to it.
No, Flipheal did that.
Oh yeah, Flipheal did that. I thought I saw CS Tutor try, but now that the lamp is there, he's gonna go do it from the front. Yeah, the back of escape.
Oh yeah, wait, he had to have gotten the sword from the front. Because, or the key from the back, I mean, dirt.
Yeah. Yeah, the key was in the back.
I would be saving and quitting. Oh, he's getting a full magic.
Yeah, I wanted that
refill.
magic
He
refill.
recognized the loot table.
Right, because the ropes share it with the guards, if I'm not mistaken. So I think they're in that really good stuff item pool. I don't know what people usually call it, but that's what I usually really call it.
I call it the max item pool.
Yeah, so it seems like I think if anything, CS Tutor is maybe a little bit ahead. Not that it means too much at this stage, but really all that CS Tutor needs to do to catch up to what Flipheal has done is just check Saha here. But they're pretty much neck and neck effectively.
Yep. Eastern was Meyer. Okay.
Yeah, that is a really good mini Moldorm cave.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in there.
Better than Hype Cave usually is.
Now, it looks to me like CS Tutor is kind of getting the better end of this. Because at this point it seems pretty clear that, you know, your options now are to go up the mountain and check like the 2 checks you have available up there, or go and dip into Eastern. And CS Tutor has this really convenient Eastern dip right after checking Saha. The other thing only other thing it could really be is Agina's Cave.
Of course, we knew Ice Rod Cave was nothing. First check in Eastern is the big key.
Yeah, that's actually pretty nice, because it's possible that well, no, it's not. It's not possible that CS Tutor could get all the items out of here, because rather than having 3 items, Eastern now has 5.
Yep. Though the bow could be in here, and that means that he could still get all the items.
Yeah, Flipheal opting to go up the mountain, it seems.
Nope, he's doing lumberjack.
Right, I imagine he's doing that before he climbs the mountain.
True.
Since he's in the area.
That's sword.
Yeah.
No, wait, I think that was 10 arrows.
Yeah, it was a little hard to tell. A little grainier for us than I'm sure it was for Flipheal. But yeah, I'm not sure I agree with going up the mountain here because, again, since we have MC Shuffle, the Eastern Palace definitely has a lot more items available. But, you know, on the other hand, Flipheal could get lucky here, so I guess we'll have to see.
Okay, chat's saying it was 50 rubies. And the old man drops for us 20 rubies.
Yes, there's one more item for Flipheal up on the mountain, and one more that he can take a peek at. Now, I feel like Vanilla Mirror is actually one of the items that you more commonly will see vanilla for some reason. I feel like I've seen it a lot more than I've seen any other vanilla item.
I usually see the mirror and the moon pearl swapped if they're usually in the same area, if they're on the mountain. And piece of heart in Spectacle Rock. Okay, Agina's Cave either has something or Aga 1 is required right now.
Yeah, Aga is available with the cape and the lamp. That puts Aghanim in logic, which means that we could have a Moon Pearl on Pyramid Ledge scenario. Zora is also available. We haven't checked Zora. It is in logic.
Yeah.
Without a way to set up the water walk and without the Moon Pearl, it's been low priority because we can't combine it with the waterfall fairy checks.
We can't get into Agina or into a Zora, or I mean into desert yet, chat. Oh, I wonder if they mean desert ledge.
Well, desert area. I mean, it's a trek either way, whether you're going to Agina or...
Yeah. Also, yep, chat was right. 50 rubies on Lumberjack.
Yeah, so we're seeing an early bottleneck here. Both runners are forced to have to go to either Zora or Agina to progress the seed. Now we're sort of trading places, as it were.
I'd right now probably give a slight edge the CS tutor, though.
Yeah, the routing's been a little kinder, I think.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say it's much of an edge, but like it's a very slight one.
Yeah, it's really going to come down to which of Zora or Agina contains progression and who chooses the right one first. From the looks of it here, it looks like CS Tutor's going to have a chance to probably check one of them before Flipheal finishes with Eastern here.
Yeah.
So where does CS Tutor go? Where does he take us?
Chat being mean and saying Agina having flippers and Zora having Moon Pearl.
That would actually wouldn't be too bad if you go to Agina first, because then you can do the waterfall fairy checks on the way up there too.
Yep. Well, and the hobo.
Yeah.
You know, though, if they find the hook shot up there, or in Agina's cave, that gives them a lot more checks to do. And that would probably drive them away from from Zora. Mirror or hook shot would probably drive them away from Zora. And it is 3 bombs. So Zora's got to have something else. Aga is required right now.
Yeah, and at this point, I don't think that you... I mean, maybe you do. Maybe you do just go to Aga right away here. It's an option. It looks like what Flipheal's going for, unless he's going straight up.
Yeah, he's going to flip, or he's going to Aga 1.
Yeah, I personally like it. I'm not gonna say it's the better choice, but that's the kind of play that I like to make. I like
I can,
to do
I
Aga
can,
early if I have a chance rather than traipsing all the way out here. That being said, CS Tutor is going right here to make sure that he can do the other flippers checks with it as well, rather than just going for Zora.
yeah, I can definitely see the wisdom in doing it. He. Oh, he's not even going to go do Hobo. He's just going to do Zora.
Yeah, I wouldn't. If I was going to do these checks, I wouldn't bother being thorough and do all four. I would just do these three.
Well, he doesn't got Moon Pearl, so he
Oh
can't
yeah,
do
he
the.
can't. Yeah, he can't set up the water block in there. So
He's
yeah,
taking.
interesting.
He's doing the good idea of not doing the fake flipper. That's Quake on Zora Ledge.
Ooh, we've seen two medallions that we can't get.
Well, if he gets the bow off of Zora, he could splash delete to it. And Zora, are you a scam fish today, or do you have our progression?
Oh, there
That
it is.
is progression.
Yep. So that's up the east side of the mountain. I was all ready for us to have to do a Aga required for Moon Pearl Seed because that's one
Well,
of the
that's
least common ways to see a required Aga, but
that's also Hera completable right there too.
yeah.
That's full clearable Hera. Oh yeah, I know. I've seen Moon Pearl be in Checkerboard Cave.
Yeah, so that's actually pretty bad news for Flipheal here, unless we actually do have Moon Pearl on the pyramid as well.
Yeah.
Because this is going to make things a little awkward too for Flipheal. He's going to have to utilize save and quits a little bit differently, because in the Dark World with the mirror, with Aghanim defeated, it will take him back to the pyramid in the Dark World, which could hurt or help depending on how it plays out.
Also, 5-6 crystals, I believe, were Turtle Rock and Ice Palace. And there's the big key to Hera right there. Did not mean to cut you off, sorry.
No, it's all good.
Also, Tutor is deciding to just go ahead and climb Hera first and then do the lobby later.
Yeah.
Interesting call.
I mean, with no map compass, right? As long as you have the big key, it doesn't really matter.
Well,
And if you don't find the small key here, then you know that the small key is in the front, required for the basement.
Yeah, there's the
Or
Moon
you can just check it.
Oh no!
French vanilla Moon Pearl. So yeah, this is gonna be.
Was not required.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of think that it can't be. Like, you wouldn't have a last location mirror on Zora into also Moon Pearl on ledge, because then it's possible, obviously, but yeah, I certainly wouldn't expect both of those things to happen in the same seed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Flipheal made a more aggressive play, which again, not a bad idea. I would have done the same thing, but I'm a much worse runner than even Flipheal is, so it would have bitten us both, is what I'm saying.
I'm the kind of runner that does all the. Oh no, was that what I think it was?
That's Helmasaur.
Okay,
So,
I thought that was Trinex for a second.
yeah, I actually don't know if Trinus can show up in this arena.
No, I don't think he can. I've seen Vitreous show up in here.
Yeah, this is actually one of my preferred bosses to show up here.
Yeah,
both because we get to see bombs, because bombs is just generally an easier way of dealing with it here.
Well, mine is we get to see helicopter Helmasaur.
Yeah, we might. Yeah.
And that's 20 rubies on pyramid ledge. Flipheal realizes Zora has his progression.
Yeah, I mean it's a gamble that you take,
Yep.
and at that point when there's only one more check to do,
You
you
can't
know,
really blame him for doing
yeah,
that.
a lot of the time it's like, okay, do I do the last remaining check before doing Aga, or do I bank that? No, I didn't manage the last location of the progression, and you know, I would
Also,
say like 6 or 7 times out of 10, maybe 7 or 8. It's the better play to just get a jump start on Aga.
yep. Also, small key on Helmasaur.
Yeah, that does mean that we do have a couple items in the basement for us.
Now, does he go and get them? Is the question. Nope.
Interesting. I mean,
One of them's in the lobby. It was not that. Wouldn't that be that far of a trek to do? And Piece of Heart on Floating Island. Yeah, now Flipheal can get the rubies off of Lumberjack Ledge.
yeah,
I'm
you
sure
know,
that's
if he gets
exactly
the
what he's
boots, if he gets the boots and is like, okay, you know, I just need a quick half buck here, then knows exactly where to get him. It's strategic, really.
thinking. Yeah. Though I would definitely say CS Tutor definitely. Oh, that's Master Sword. CS Tutor definitely has a big edge now.
Yeah, that Moon Pearl opens up like all of the Dark World, so
Well, and not having to do AGA 1, that's 5 minutes he didn't have to spend doing something. $5 minutes plus whatever AGA decides to be trolly with the blue balls. 20 rubies, and Paradox Cave so far.
yeah. The good news for Flipheal though is that it's it's early on in the seed. Sure, it's definitely a big hit,
Not
but
insurmountable, not this early.
yeah, there are definitely other decisions that could be made, but he's kind of on notice now, so
Yep.
he has to make good gambles from this point forward. Because when that happens, you can sometimes sort of trick yourself into making other gambles that are also turn out badly for you. But you also don't want to play super conservatively, because then you're playing conservatively from behind, which doesn't really work. So, kind of an awkward spot to be in.
Yeah. Oh, I think Tutor's trying to do some bomb farm.
Yeah,
Oh
the
yeah,
seed has
he's
been
going
pretty
for.
stingy with the bombs.
Yeah, he was getting the 2 bombs for Johnny 2 bombs.
Yeah, Hype Cave.
Nope, it's called Johnny 2 bombs. It's not Hype Cave until it actually starts to live up to its hype again.
Also, shoutouts to the design of Hype Cave here. Because, it's really, really convenient to just, like, one on the right, one on the left. It's really satisfying to pick these all up.
Yeah.
They could have all been on one side, but...
Also, that was red mail and our second bottle.
Yeah, we could call it progressive bottles, honestly.
Yeah. Also, for once, me and chat agree on the rating of Hype Cave.
No, I would say that's 3 out of 10. Some good stuff. Well, maybe 4 or 5 out of 10.
50 rubies is on Lumberjack. Yeah. I'd say 3 out of 10. Definitely. And
Yeah, if that was our first blue mail, it would be a little bit better, but the difference between blue and red isn't that big.
Oh!
Ooh. See, now that hurts, having to redo Hera Helmasaur.
Cave 45 is 20 rubies.
Yeah, the best thing for Flipheal to do here is just make sure he doesn't get flustered.
Anyone who's ever done Helmasaur in this room knows it is not an easy fight.
Yeah.
I do love it when Helmasaur drops his fireballs, though, in that little pit.
Yeah, Moon Pearl was about, 20 feet forward. We do get the Cane of Samaria off of Dig Game.
Yep. Oh, the invincibility on that mask. Hammer can knock them off the cliff if they get hit the angle wrong.
Yeah, Hammer is definitely a little bit easier to use, but bombs are a limited resource.
There we go. He just has to get 8 spin slashes now on Helmasaur.
Yeah, just 8. Fighter Helma at Tower of Hera is not a friendly first boss.
No. But it wasn't required. They could have came in here with Master Sword, made it a little bit easier, but
yeah.
Our runners.
But I don't think anybody is going to end up doing that, honestly. I mean, I guess you could go and check the mountain before you do Hera, but since you have your mirror for the top of the mountain access, most people are going to do Hera first.
Yep. Wonder if Flip is going to do the 2 Oh, it's got to be careful.
Yeah, he gets it. Hangs on, but again, that's just a little more slowing down that he's doing. So like the more carefully you play, the slower you end up going, and he's got to start playing a little faster if he wants to make up that Aga, and he knows it.
Yeah, it was better though to take that one slow than to speed and take a fall there.
Yeah. Yeah, but that pressure is definitely mounting.
Definitely, yeah.
Saw cstutor. Yeah, I turned around for a split second before realizing he was at full health.
Well, he was probably going to get the bug catching net out if he had it. And there's the fire rod.
Yeah, convenient place. That does mean that we can go directly to the back of Skull Woods and perhaps see the fabled Helmacopter. Flipheal not skipping the Hera basement, which I think makes a lot of sense. Like you don't do Aga for no reason and then skip Hera basement. I feel like that's where that's a line you draw.
I'm sure if there's something here in basement, he's going to be very happy about it.
Oh yeah.
If not, my heart's gonna break a little bit for him.
Yeah, I'm not expecting anything here, but that would be pretty cool. Half magic, it's a nice consolation prize, but yeah,
that's not really worth going into the basement for when you're trying to catch up.
But yeah, the peace of mind of not having to go back for basement is more valuable than half magic there, but again, you sort of have to start deciding which corners you're going to cut, and that's a dangerous corner to cut.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Aga 1 was not required. Moon Pearl was somewhere on Death Mountain. Oh, it was in Hera. It was at Vanilla Hera, or French Vanilla Hera. Oh yeah, everyone loves half magic until they're trying to find what they need, and half magic is what they get instead after a very long line of items. Yeah, the reason why he did... Hey, Tutor, why don't you check... Oh, wait, I guess... Like... guess it doesn't really matter if he does the rest of Thieves Town first.
Yeah, you can go in boss randomizer. You can go directly into the boss fight there. You don't need to complete the dungeon, but
even if blind is in there?
Yeah, even if blind is in there.
Neat. I'll have to remember that.
At least I'm pretty sure that's the case. Because I'm pretty sure I've seen blind in there in boss rando before, and you just go in there and he just shows up.
I always treat blind like she's not in there.
Yeah, if you're on mystery settings, that can be one of your clues that you've got boss randos. If you're just going through Thieves Town and there's nobody in the cell.
Yeah, I like my sanity where it is, so I don't think I'll ever do a mystery seed.
Mystery is where it's at.
What is Flip doing? Is he doing Spike Cave?
He might be. And I think it's mostly for the sake of thoroughness, right? Because you don't want to, for the sake of not leaving any stones unturned, it doesn't want to have to backtrack for another item that he's left behind again.
Oh, I know Spike Cave's in Logic Chat. I'm like, this is just surprising.
Yeah, that and the half magic, you know.
Oh yeah,
I don't think it's that crazy because there's nothing else on the mountain now until we get mitts.
True.
So
and
book.
And mitts can be in here.
Yeah. So I think this is kind of like an attempt to. This is sort of what you have to do to try and make up. Again, another unique item, but not something that's particularly helpful. So that's twice that Flipheal has put his chips on. Basically, he put his chips on red. Not even a long shot and just come up empty. Yeah, and there we see he had to save and quit to the pyramid and then mirror and save and quit again to get back to the light world. Meanwhile, CS Tutor having to fight the eyeballs.
Yeah, but using the magic cape trick with the cape and consuming nowhere near as much magic by swinging their sword. Which is the best way to do this with Master Sword.
Yeah, with Red Mail, this isn't even a particularly dangerous fight for CS.
Nope. And there it goes. Vitreous drops more rubies. And another crystal. Well, Flipheal got their second bottle in Red Mail.
Yeah, the trouble is, again, Flipheal is trailing now, so...
Yeah.
This is sort of where you'd have to think to make a non-standard play.
Oh, Hera was our other 5/6.
But yeah, it looks like Flipheal's making a more standard play going through to dig game here. Would have been kind of interesting if he decided to go and rush Palace of Darkness area, but that would, without bow, that's really a not safe play.
Oh, we already knew what Stumpy had. He had a compass. Oh no, Skull Woods has blind. Oh.
Yeah, Skull Woods is one of those bosses where really it's the arena that's the true boss, and some bosses in here are easier than Mothula, and some of them are a little tougher. And I think Blind is one of the ones that's a bit tougher.
Trolldorm is like an easy win in this mode.
Yeah, Moldorm just doesn't know what to do when he's stuck in here. Helmasaur gives the Helmacopter, which is always fun.
Yep. Like whenever I see Trolldorm and Skull Woods in this mode, I have to mute my mic because I'm laughing. And Flipheal getting their Cane of Samaria. True, Cape would make blind easy in here, but so would the red mail. Red mail, 9 hearts, blind is not going to be a very hard fight.
Yeah.
Not to mention they also have red. They also have a red potion too. So. Okay, I said that, yet he is taking a lot of damage on blind. Probably easier to deal with him down here. And blind goes down. That is dungeon number 3. 10 arrows. And crystal number 3.
Yeah, CS Tutor is cruising through here. And I can't imagine Flipheal takes a different route.
We're still missing a lot of items from Go mode, despite how fast we're progressing. We still need the ice rod, the hook shot, the flippers.
Yeah, it's starting to look a lot like Christmas. It's starting to look a lot like we might have to have a pod dip, because that's kind of quickly becoming like the most dense item check area that remains for us.
Speaking of the flippers,
or Swamp Palace now, because now that's on the table. Hookless Swamp versus bowless pod.
Well, we still got 4 more checks in Skull Woods to do.
True, Skull Woods does become a little bit more item rich with MC Shuffle, though there are still a fair number of small keys.
Yep, and the big key in Skull Woods can always be in the big chest too. That's one thing that always kind of blew my mind when I first found that out. Nope, there was an item in the big chest. I don't think he got it. Oh, never mind. And this is why he's in the tournament and I'm not.
All right, so where is CS Tutor off to next? I would imagine North Dark World, because we have Bumper Cave, which is available to us, and the Graveyard Ledge.
Yep, and we got 100 rubies on Bumper Ledge.
Yeah, unfortunately, without the mirror, we can't, or without the boots, we can't wrap Bonk Rocks or King's Tomb in with this, which would otherwise be pretty nice.
Flipheal almost has Vitreous down right now. Vitreous is a lot easier to deal with when that poison is not on the ground, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, my guess is they added that poison on the ground because he was too easy to deal with.
Yeah. I'm gonna be right back really quick.
So it looks like CS Tutor is going to be taking the the flippers here probably heading over to Catfish. And as well as mirroring to the Waterfall Ferry. So this is probably Catfish, Waterfall Ferry into the Quake Medallion on Zora Ledge. Probably keeping that in mind. Yeah, we do know that we need to go to Turtle Rock. Not Misery Mire, but Turtle Rock is required. So we will need at least one medallion. We've seen 2 of them. We haven't seen Bombos, but we do have Ether in the library and Quake on Zora Ledge here, so may as well pick up Quake when you have the chance. And it gives us a chance to pay a visit to our good friend, the Catfish. Just a map to Tower of Hera. So now we know that that is a crystal because we already picked it up. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, CS Tutor definitely has a significant advantage. Oh, he almost forgot to go grab that medallion. But it comes off the heels of Flipheal having climbed up Aga's Tower before checking Zora. Taking that gamble. Didn't pay out. Zora had our mirror. So, Flipheal is several minutes behind right now. Yeah, CS Tutor picking up this Quake Medallion, having grabbed that bow and nearly forgotten to pick this up, but gonna be nice to have. Probably going to be taking that over and doing Pod and Eastern now.
Yeah, I would think so. That bow definitely opened up a lot of things. He'll probably go into Dark World here and go up to Pod and then mirror it back over to Eastern.
Yeah, there's not really much reason to do anything else here. Can't do another dungeon. You've got 2 dungeons that have a bunch of checks in them. One of them's pretty much empty at this point, but yeah, you do Pod Eastern here every time.
Yeah, especially if you can know you can complete them both at the same time. And there goes Blind on Flip side.
Yeah, this would definitely be a different game if there had been something in either Hera Basement or Spike Cave, but CS Tutor left both of those behind. And I can't really see CS Tutor choosing to skip anything else within reason.
Yeah. Well, he also left something in the lobby of Hera too, but that we know that was not anything either. It was probably more arrows or one of the 10 billion bomb drops. People are getting their guesses already in where the silvers are going to be. I'm going to say pedestal.
My guess is they're just somewhere in GT.
GT's the bland one. No, but we don't want it in GT. They usually will find that. You know, Flipheal is slowly starting to catch up.
Yeah, a little bit, but again, there's not a lot of wiggle room in this seed, unfortunately.
No.
It's pretty straightforward. Like, Flipheal could skip Quake. That would be a bit outrageous, but hey, you only need one medallion. If it's not Quake, you're good to save all that time, but...
Well, we don't know if we have to go into Mire for something.
Well, I am trusting our tracker, who has marked it as a pendant.
I know, but I mean, like, if we have to go into Mire...
Yeah, it's true, we might need an item that's in there, but
Yeah. Not likely, but... Blind is the boss of Eastern. So there's our first duplicate.
yeah, if you're gonna have any boss twice, I like it to be Blind.
Yep. Blind is rather easy to deal with.
Yeah, as long as you're good at bullet hells.
And Blind drops 10 more arrows for us. Are we sure this wasn't just the same Blind from Skull Woods?
Yeah, I don't know. The one thing that I don't like about Blind and Boss Randomizer is he drops his pun. He doesn't have a pun anymore, which is a little too bad.
Lame.
But here, Flipheal's coming up to Catfish and Waterfall Fairy here. So it's very possible that...
Mothula's...
okay, I take it back. It's not very possible that he skips Quake, but it's entirely possible.
Moth's in pod, by the way. Oh, look, a map that we don't need. And Waterfall Fairy gives us a B. Yay.
And Flipheal does turn around, so he is planning on getting that Quake medallion.
Nope.
Or is he?
Oh no. Is he gambling? Nope.
Oh no, I think he just walked into it. Well,
Who
that was
else
a couple
has
seconds of
accidentally
time
walked
loss.
into it? Who else has walked into their own mirror portal by accident? Everyone's done it at least once.
Yeah, fun fact, you can't do it if you're holding an item.
Oh yeah.
Which in certain situations can be actually very useful, especially if you have your portal somewhere that you're like crossing over, like
Eastern.
like the Smith area.
Eastern pod, yeah. Oh, look. Big Kia pod.
Flipheal not saving and quitting, so...
Maybe he's just gonna head straight down.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's faster.
It isn't.
Yeah, unless he... Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not sure what the play is here. Because even if he is planning on going to... Okay, yeah, okay, this makes sense. Because he wants to do Pyramid Ledge as well. And
He
so
already
this
took
way...
Pyramid Ledge. It's 20 rupees.
Okay, well, either way, this might be faster then.
It is faster.
Yeah. So that's a little bit heads up. I'm like, I wouldn't think that Flipheal would just do the slower way. I'm sure Flipheal knows better than that. Nice hammer jump by CS Tutor on the left side there too.
So yeah, that saves him probably what, a good minute right there. Oh, he's doing hobo.
Yeah, it's a nice way to route this in.
Yep. Hobo, there's magic powder on Dark Maze and 20 rubies on Hobo.
Yeah, Flipheal definitely making the most of his routing choices here. Still definitely playing from behind, but CS Tutor hasn't exactly picked up anything major just yet. You feel like it has to be coming soon, though.
Unless Swamp is our literal
Yeah.
play.
After this, it's looking like Hookless Swamp Dip is going to be the play.
Or if Titan's Mitts are in here, Ice Palace.
Yeah, well, Titan's Mints are kind of the next thing that we're looking to find to open up something else.
Harmless Hellway is going to have a key, meaning that the big key normal chest is going to have the key too. I'm slowly starting to understand the logic of the keys in Pod finally.
Yeah, I know the vanilla no glitches key logic of Pod pretty well. I definitely lose things a little bit when you start introducing the glitches, like in Key Sanity. Oh, how many keys do I need to full clear it? Oh, like if I only have like X keys, I need to do this, this, and this.
I get it. I understand it enough for me to be able to get by, but not well enough to explain it to somebody. And I still will mess it up.
Yeah,
Though
so
I've been told sometimes, no matter what, you're going to find a key, even if you follow the logic in the spots that there should be.
Yeah, Flipheal looks like he's catching up a little bit, but is opting to do Pod first before Eastern. I don't believe he did Eastern.
He didn't. He went straight to here. But
so it looks a little bit closer than it is, unfortunately.
Him skipping going to him going straight to Pyramid Ledge and stuff, or Pyramid and stuff like that, did save him probably a minute. Which doesn't sound like much, but that could be a huge thing late in the seed.
Yeah, and it also, the way that he routed in those other checks, even though they weren't anything important, it could end up paying off a little bit if CS Tutor does end up doing those eventually.
Yep. And
because when he does, it will be less efficient than Flipheal did them. However, for that to pay off, CS Tutor will need to not be able to avoid them. Which, not finding an item, progression item in Pod or Eastern here bodes well for, on Flipheal's side.
Okay, CS, where are you going? You're going back up the mountain.
Okay, yeah, see, so now CS Tutor is going to be picking up those, some of these checks that Flipheal already did.
Yep.
So now this is Flipheal gaining time back.
Yep, this is going to be about a good minute and a half that he'll gain back if CS Tutor does everything up here that Flipheal did.
Yeah, and that's the benefit of playing conservatively if you know you have a deficit, because it can end up being it can buy you time back later if your opponent ends up searching for things. Interesting, not going to Heron picking up those items. Maybe forgot that he didn't do those.
Or he's just gambling that there isn't anything in them. Those are pretty far out of the way checks.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would...
He saved scummed that. And I think he's going to Swamp. Honestly, I don't blame him for save scumming the bug catching net, because he's back to full magic.
True, and it's one less item to quick swap through, I suppose.
What is he doing? Oh, is he checking Pyramid Ledge and Hobo? Hylia Island Ledge. We never saw that.
I know. I think we saw somebody jump down and take a peek at it.
Nope.
Oh, it was the book.
Oh, we did? Okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
I didn't remember what it was. I did remember that we had seen it.
Oh, that's something that our runners do not want to see.
Yeah, I mean, knowing that that's there is definitely something. Because that's an opportunity for variance. So that's positive for Flipheal.
Well, pedestal, tablets, desert. Our runners are not going to go check pedestal, not right now. We got enough checks still we can do without it. Yeah, flip beat pod. Wait, what? What do you mean flip did not beat pod? What?
Yeah, Flip definitely did pod before Eastern. Unless he skipped out before finishing it. Which, I mean, I guess makes a certain amount of sense, because if you're going to mirror back to the beginning and go back in, it doesn't really matter if you finish it first, I guess, but...
Yeah, he did beat pod according to his tracker. He did beat pod according to his tracker, so...
Yeah, without Ice Rod or Hookshot, our runners do have to be a little bit careful about blind checking bosses. For example, CS Tutor heading over here to Desert. If we don't have the Desert Compass and can't check what the boss is, there's a possibility that it will be Argus or Trinex, neither of whom we can defeat right now.
Oh. Also, okay.
Yeah, it did seem like he'd made up a little too much time just for CS Tutor checking Hovo and Spike Cave, but still, I think coming out a little bit ahead here. You know, on differential versus where he was before.
I just realized something. I'm looking at the wrong runner's restream. I had CS Tutors pulled up, not Flip Heels. Oh, thank you, chat. Thank you also. Yeah, I thought it was short too, but I also tend to blink and seem to miss large periods of things myself.
Yeah, meanwhile, CS Tutor hasn't pulled anything out of Desert just yet.
That was the mitts on Torch. So boots are required.
Yeah.
Boots cannot be on pedestal either because this is a pendant. Boots could be right here though. And this is a heart container.
Yeah, it's really looking like we've got to do Hookless Swamp here.
Eventually, Link gets reincarnated as a Pokemon. Don't put that into the fan base.
Legend of Zelda Mystery Dungeon.
Yeah.
Not only is he a Pokemon, but he can actually talk now.
Besides going, ah!
Right, so Flipheal now heading to grab the book. Going to be following CS Tutor a little bit here. And yeah, Tutor heading to Swamp Palace.
CS Tutor doing what everyone's done at least once, go into Swamp without draining the dam. You guys are lying if you guys haven't done that. Well, look at the entirety of Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock might as well be Bowser's castle. Oh, I think Flipheal is going to go ahead and go to Swamp.
Well, not necessarily. Could be because you want to check Bombos on the way to the desert.
Nope, he's going to Swamp.
No, yeah, going to Swamp first. Not a terrible play, honestly.
Far from
Because there's
it.
more items here than there are in the desert area total.
There's the silver arrows.
Yeah, Flipheal will need to go to the desert eventually and find out that the mitts are there and required. But if the boots are in Swamp here, Flipheal definitely makes the better of this exchange.
Yep. Also, Moldorm or Trolldorm is the boss of Swamp today.
Yeah, Moldorm is one of those bosses that is kind of the least least troublesome in a boss randomizer. He's pretty much the same in any other arena he's in. If you can't fall down, he's pretty simple.
Yep, it's like the Link's Awakening remastered version of Trolldorm. You literally have to fall on purpose to fall there. And there's the big key to Swamp.
Always like finding that before left side.
Yep. And 3 bombs in the big chest.
So what else is available to us other than Swamp here? Is there anything else that we haven't gotten yet? There's Powder. Powder we haven't turned in.
Yeah, Powder is really one of the few things we're still missing.
And again, it makes sense to not go out of your way just to do that one check, because without mitts, it's a big time commitment because you have to go the long way to Village of Outcasts. Ah, Ether Tablet again. Yeah, that is in logic now because we have picked up the book. That favors CS Tutor because CS Tutor has those checks in Hera that he hasn't done yet.
I think he... Nope, okay. I thought he pushed the block too far over. CS Tutor, you grabbed the key already. Flipheal is right behind him. Well, one thing's for certain, neither of our runners are going to be likely missing sword or anything kind of upgrades today.
Yeah, we have silvers already. Master Sword silvers is kind of enough for the rest of the game.
Yep, left side swamp. Right, left side of left side swamp is a 3rd potion. We're going to see what's on right side of left side swamp in just a moment. And if there's nothing
left
there,
side swamp and even lefter side swamp.
Yep. And if there's nothing here, that means it's either on mushroom or not mushroom, powder or ether tablet. I'm going to think ether tablet if there's the shovel.
Okay. So my guess is here now, ether tablet is going to be the last location for CS Tutor. that shovel kind of cements it. So you check shovel, and then you check magic bat, and then you check and you go up the mountain again. Yeah, CS Tutor has the shovel out, but needs to take the mirror out first.
Yep, and Shovel Spot has 10 arrows. I was about to say I think it's going to be the Ether Tablet, and I'm still going to stick to that. CS Tutor. Okay, I thought you were going to check the library. Oh yeah, there's no way up except around.
Yeah, so Flipheal right behind, but doesn't have the knowledge of where the mitts are.
Magic Bat. What do you have today? You have Bombos.
Bombos medallion.
So Ether has to have what we need.
Yeah, it has to be Ether Tablet. Yeah, and then unfortunately, Flipheal is going to be going into the desert, so isn't going to be saving that time, but is going to be finding out where the mitts are.
Right now, we are looking for boots or hook shot right now for
Yeah,
our
boots or hook shot. Really just boots. Hookshot lets us get further into swamp, but
yeah, well, we need them for the Titan's mitts though too. Or no, you know what I mean. Oh no, Flipheal. Oh, I think you've already done this.
if you're not sure, you have to check though.
Yeah, I know.
He
Okay,
didn't.
no, he didn't.
Flipheal skipped this as well, so yeah, it was a very early Aga for him.
Yeah, I think it was 3 bombs in here. Yep. And Ether Tablet holds. There's the boots. Oof.
And the thing is, and Tutor knows to take those right to desert, so.
Yep.
So yeah, unfortunate for Flipheal. Almost got away with making it to desert with the boots first. If they had been under that shovel, that would have been really good for Flipheal.
Yeah.
That kind of goes back to what we were saying before about how it's like, okay, well, if you're gonna lose 5 minutes, better it be at the 20-minute mark than any later, because there's a lot of things that can happen in the meantime. Like the placement of one item could have put Flipheal right back in this race, but now again playing from behind.
We're Kirby fan. We're still looking for the hook shot, not just the ice rod. And before anyone in chat asks, no, we do not know what's on the pedestal.
Yeah, at this point the pedestal could be anything, but I'm not thinking about it too much until we see the flute show up.
Yep. Flute could, or ice rod is literally at this point the only thing of importance that could be, well, that or mushroom. Mushroom or ice rod could be on pedestal. But that Titan's Mitts is going to lead CS Tutor right to Ice Palace. Boots were on Ether Tablet. Chat's coming up with some mean stuff, suggesting GT Big Key be behind Ice Trinex. You guys call me mean. I wouldn't wish Ice Trinex on anybody.
Well, to be fair, the Ice Trinex does make the Ice Head less powerful.
Oh. No, we're still an Ice Rod from Go mode. If
It is interesting that we have pendant swamp,
if we're doing a hover seed, we're an Ice Rod from. Else, we still need the hook shot.
Yeah, the mitts, it's entirely possible that we can go up to Turtle Rock. We still don't know what medallion it is, but we now have 2 of 3, and the third one is available. We'll see if cstutor decides to grab it before heading up the mountain. You could make an argument for skipping it.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting this is Boss Shovel. Trinex is not guaranteed to be in Turtle Rock.
Yeah, so it's potential that we're in Go mode here. You know, for hover seed version of Go mode.
I don't think Flip is reading Ped.
Yeah, not sure what the portal is for here. Oh, did Flipheal skip the back of Thieves Town?
Yes.
I see. Okay. Well, again, there's some more time given back to the ether. But yeah, as far as cstutor is concerned, this seed is just kind of just keep going. Hope you don't run into Trinex, and also hope the hookshot shows up. I always found it interesting that the floor of this arena isn't ice.
Yeah, I know.
Like you'd think that they'd have done that, and it's kind of weird that they don't. I'm not super complaining about it, but it does feel weird.
And there's Helmasaur down with a single arrow to. It drops a small key. Yep, that was our second repeat done boss, so we've only got one possible repeat done left.
Yeah, we haven't seen Landmos, we haven't seen Trinex. Argus hasn't been on screen. Though we do know he is the boss of Desert.
Argus is the boss of, I think
Desert
it was
Palace.
Desert.
Yeah, we haven't fought him though.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Armos. No cold stare.
Tutor, what are you doing? You already did Magic Bag.
Getting that ether medallion before heading up the mountain. Not taking the 2 out of 3, leaving nothing to chance here.
I think it's possible to not have a boss, but
No, I actually don't think it is. Every boss has to be somewhere. Because every slot has a boss in it.
oh yeah, you're right. Never mind.
But yeah, CS Tutor grabbing that ether before heading up the mountain. You could have gone up without grabbing ether, but you would have had egg on your face if it was ether. So
I sadly think, though, this is an insurmountable amount of time now for Flip to get back.
yeah, I mean the seed just didn't play into it. There were opportunities, but none of them broke his way.
Yeah. Unless CS takes a hard ball or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's over yet. There's plenty of time for Flipheal to play well and CS Tutor to not get dead rocked here, you know. That ate a little bit of time, but
Yeah, I'm not saying this is over either. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying.
yeah, because we're not necessarily in go mode. We could have Trinex show up, but
Yeah,
was
Turtle
quick.
Rock
Could have skipped
our-
it. Could have skipped either.
Yeah, hook shot could still be somewhere that we need, but
We could pray for a Moldorm on Moldorm 2 and the Moldorm bounce.
oh, that was Moldorm in Turtle Rock. We do not need an ice rod today.
Ice Trinex notwithstanding. Though Trinex can only be on the Ice Armos fight in GT, cannot be on Landmos 2 or Moldorm 2.
Oh yeah. Well, we know what every boss is location is except for.
Oh, it can be on Landmos 2.
Oh,
For some reason I thought it couldn't. But yeah, I guess it totally can.
and there's Flipheal getting the Titan Smiths. We're in go-ish mode right now, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean, even if we do have a required Trinex on Lamos 2, it's also just as possible by that point that we find the Ice Rod somewhere in GT basement.
Yeah. Flipheal's checking some places really quick, though, before going up the mountain. Or going to Ice Palace, actually.
Yeah, Flipheal still needs to do that. Yeah, Flipheal's definitely very behind here.
And Bonk
Even-
Rocks holds.
Even finding the hook shot wouldn't be necessarily that huge for Flipheal.
Nope. Like, I don't know if there would be a big find that would be a big deal.
Yeah, it's kind of out of chances here.
Even a sword upgrade wouldn't make that much of a difference, sadly. Flip, what are you doing? Just go to Ice Palace. Or is he doing hammer pegs?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, doing overworld checks at this point doesn't make that much sense because you're really just looking for. I mean, I don't know if either of these runners hover.
According to chat, Tutor does not. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, so I mean, it's possible that if you find the hook shot, it could save you, especially if it's on something like Smith Chain. And, you know, it does make sense to wrap Smith Chain in with grabbing Ether. Because, and again, kind of, Flipheal's out of Hail Marys at this point. So, if he plays normally, the way that CS Tutor played, you know, he's just going to be playing from behind. So, this is kind of go big or go home for Flipheal.
Also, apparently, Flipheal has been practicing hovers.
Well, that makes even less sense now, because I guess it does give you insurance for Ice Rod. If we do have Ice on Lambos 2, or Trinix on Lambos 2, and we need the Ice Rod, and is somewhere in one of these overworld checks. Yeah, but it is definitely Flipheal's last option, so it is good to see him going for it.
Well, we're getting a look at the breadsmiths. And it is the map to Pod. Well, I don't even know why I was excited for it. We already know what all this is. At least Flipheal remembered to save before he, or remember to mirror before he saved and quit.
Yeah.
Always sucks when you forget to do that.
Yeah, meanwhile, CS Tutor has been chugging away through Turtle Rock, has not found the Ice Rod or the Hookshot yet.
I don't blame him either for checking these last 4 checks.
Oh yeah, you absolutely do. There's the Tempered Sword.
Yep. That is not something you're going to turn down.
Imagine if you could just put items back in. Like, no, let's just put that back. I don't want it.
No, I know a few runners who would put the shields back in. I'm sure chat knows who I'm talking. Now, the runners I'm talking about, they actively get eaten. So, even if it takes like 10 minutes to do. And 20 rubies. But CS Tutor did find a sword upgrade, so that does make Agate or Ganon a lot easier.
Yeah, I imagine Flipheal finds that too, unless he goes
let me
for
cut you off really quick. Get your guesses in from 1 to 22 where the GT big key is. Sorry.
You know, it's fine. It is interesting though, because it is possible to beat the game from this state. But yeah, we do see CS Tutor checking Hookshot Cave first. Did Tutor go to Super Bunny Cave before TR?
Nope.
Okay, just checking that one. Okay, just the one. Okay, doing Super Bunny Cave first now.
Well, he doesn't got the hook shot, and he's not.
Oh right, yeah, can't do Hookshot Cave. Yeah, without hovering.
None of this hook shot is in that first chest. There's a useless map. Tutor, what are you doing?
Doesn't want to do there's only so much you can do in GT without the hookshot. So if the hookshot is in the overworld here, it can be dangerous to go into GT without it.
Yeah, but there's like nothing he can check outside of GT.
Well, he hasn't done Smith Chain. Or Pyramid Fairy, which it looks like he's going for now.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it was unfortunate that Flipheal's Smith Chain play did not pay off for him. Just a lot of places where Flipheal could have made up some of that time and just like kept striking out.
No, this is not over yet. Because if there's the flute in the Pyramid Fairy, that might make CS go to Misery Mire. Yes, I believe it can be. 300 rubies. There's the hook shot.
Okay, so CS Tutor is going to take that right back up to GT, because now you can check the entire basement, and then you just hope that you don't have to fight Trinex.
Yeah. Then you gotta hope that it's not somewhere, that ice rod is not somewhere stupid. Like locked in the GT big chest.
I mean, there really aren't that many stupid places for the ice rod to be.
I would probably at this point just to put my mind at ease if I was CS though, I'd check Hookshot Cave on the way up.
Yeah.
Check the other 3 in there. What about you?
Yeah, I would. Like, the only really terrible place for the ice rod to be would be on the pedestal.
Can't be.
Did we confirm Trinex in one of the pendant dungeons, or?
No, I mean like it can't. I don't think a pedestal can lock anything for GT. Like it can't lock progression what you need to complete GT. If I understand that. Oh, a pedestal can have. Oh god, that's evil.
Yeah, but that's about the only bad place it could be. Because, I mean, everything else, you just go up GT, and if you run into Trinex on Lamo 2, it's like, okay, you know, I guess I have to go back downstairs, check the rest of the basement, or I have to go, at worst case, I have to go out to Hookshot Cave, but, you know, you can check Hookshot Cave on the way in if you really want to, but at this point, you just assume you're in go mode.
Oh.
Because that's probably what your opponent is going to be doing as well. Oh yeah, back of swamp. It could also be back of swamp now that we have hookshot.
Also, we're at 3 and it's nothing so far. There's the ice rod.
Yeah, and there it is anyway, so.
Yep, that's go mode right there. So 5 is nothing. So at 133.30, we finally are in go mode. Guaranteed go mode, I should say. Ironic, our guaranteed go mode is in GT too.
I mean, in randomizer, you never enter a dungeon with the item that you need to complete it. So it's so rare to find the thing you need inside the dungeon that you need it in.
Yep. So that was 8, 9, 10, and 11. So far, nothing.
But yeah, Flipheal is going to need to turn on the speed up if he wants to catch up to CS here. Yeah, because that's all of Turtle Rock, and he can only go straight into GT if he decides that, yeah, I'm okay hovering all of GT. Yeah, CS Tutor heading into a rando room here. Now I have lost count of exactly how many we're on, and I'm not quick enough with arithmetic to do it in my head.
We're on 13 through 16 right now. 14, 15. Who is Alex the Xenomorph, and gave us 2 answers. He said 14 and 15. Alex the Xenomorph, More Guy 84, and Anthrax PTL all got said 14. So, grats, guys. Oh, I miscounted somewhere. It was 16. I think they still are the ones who got it, though. Because I don't think anyone guessed 16. So, grats to you 3. No one guessed 16. You guys get an unlimited supply. Listening to my gorgeous voice for the rest of eternity. And no, it is not refundable.
Yeah, Flipheal cruising through Turtle Rock here, but not looking like he's gonna be able to make it up. There's our second Argus. Argus 2.
Yep. Probably was Trinex on ice today. Since he can't be on Trolldorm 1.
He wasn't in Desert. Did we see what the Swamp boss was? Because he could also be Swamp.
Yeah, we did. It was I think it was Argus.
No, it can't be, because Argus was the Desert boss.
Oh.
But that did mean that the hookshot was required, so it was not a hover seed. Yeah, the term hover seed, to be clear, does not mean that the game intends for you to hover, but it is a game that is completable faster by skipping the hookshot. It's rare, but it does happen, where if you do hover, then you can beat the seed just a little bit faster. And there we go, our final boss, our first cold stare of the evening. Ooh, almost getting knocked off there. Yeah, you know, looking back on it, this seed was pretty gross. You know, a really big early agabait. Required trip down from Turtle Rock to get the hook shot. Not a lot of kind things in this seed. Outside of that early Moldorm cave being pretty full of good stuff. There's a lot of nastiness in this one. CS Tutor dropping into the Ganon fight at 141. And we're getting a nice freeze frame on CS Tutor's side as the stream once again leaves us in suspense. Giving Flipheal the precious time he needs to catch up. Hell, in the brief flash we've seen, it looks like CS Tutor is doing all right, which makes sense. I like this from Flipheal, just going straight up tile room. I like seeing the gamble. I respect it. Yeah, the intensity of CS Tutor's gameplay is overwhelming as bitrate. Cannot broadcast it enough because it is so full of content. But yeah, lasering straight, Flipheal lasering straight to tile room there is definitely the sign of a defeated man. Yeah, Flipheal has to leave GT defeated. No hookshot, has to go hunt for it. Meanwhile, CS Tutor, I assume, is probably close to being done. Ganon giving Pikachu the pose of power there. Luckily, Flipheal has eliminated all other possibilities and knows exactly where that hookshot pretty much has to be. And Flipheal, actually, luckily enough, this comes into play, you know? He can do this a little bit faster than CS Tutor was able to, so he makes up a little bit of time in this red bomb turn-in. Ah, and there we go. CS Tutor has suddenly finished with a final race time.gg time of 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 53 seconds. And Flipheal, having found the hookshot, I believe has chosen to forfeit. So yeah, GG's to CS Tutor taking game 1. And we'll see if we can't get our runners in for a post-race interview. And we are joined by CS Tutor and Flipheal. GG's to you guys.
Thanks. GG's Flipheal.
GG's.
Yeah, so do either of you have any words that you would like to offer the seed?
Argus. I don't know. It's fine until the mitts in the hook shot. And surprisingly, no Trinex for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious what that felt like from your side, CS Tutor, because from our point of view, we knew that Flipheal unfortunately did Aga early, and that was obviously unfortunate for an unfortunate deficit for the entirety of the seed. But from your perspective, how behind were you feeling by the end?
Probably a little bit behind because I had done Swamp early without the hook shot, and I thought, and for a moment when I found Shovel there, I thought, you know, this might be the answer. This actually might be the answer. Yeah, like, and when I found out I was 10, I was like, yeah, okay, it's probably bad. So kind of a little bit behind, but I didn't feel like it was going to be like a 10-minute or 15-minute loss.
Yeah.
It was like...
Yeah, that was just on this side. Yeah, but we were talking a little bit in the beginning. Just my light world route felt really bad because I was trying to get the bomb drop off of the green guards. It was the next one, and just like 4 times it wouldn't work, so I had to buy bombs, and that's why I went to Saha early, and then before South Shore, and then once South Shore was nothing, I was like, I went back to Eastern, and then. Yeah, I don't know. My only options were Zora, Agina, and Aga. Aga, I guess, is slow, but like Zora's pretty slow as well. Do I want to do that if it's not the answer? And then, like I said, I was behind the whole time, so I tried to do not like go so out of the way to make things try to work, but like I don't know. It just
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned on the cast there were so many things that could have broken in your favor in this seed, but they didn't. You did like the at the end, even doing the Smith chain and stuff. If you'd pulled the hook shot from that would have been really good for you because you would have avoided a trip back down the mountain. But
yeah, exactly. Like I hard last located the boot, so I knew I was probably done. So
yeah,
like
or
I
if
said,
the boots
that
had
was
been
just like a hope for something,
Yeah, if the boots had been on the shovel, that would have been in your favor as well. Because you would have gotten to that. You would have gotten the boots before your first trip to desert. Would have saved you some time there. There were a lot of pieces where you could have made up the time of going to Aga early, but wasn't the right seed for it.
And then I don't know, I think someone mentioned knowing. I had no clue what hookshot was. By the time I got into Ice Palace, there was no way I was reading hookshot logic out. My mind was so so out of it.
Oh yeah, hookshot was locking ice on the seed because the big key was on the right side and the small key was on the right side and the other one was on the boss. So you had to have hookshot to get the big key. So
yeah, if you're playing the seed glitchless, it's gnarly.
Yeah, I knew I had to have the hookshot because I can't hover at all, so I knew it had to be outside of I knew it had to be outside of GT, so I was like, okay, it's probably this seat's not that bad. It's probably Pyramid Fairy is the answer for hookshot here, so that's why I went there first after super running hookshot cave, and it was there. I was like, okay, great, let's just go to GT and just hope Ice Rod's in there, and hopefully we don't run into a Trinex if possible. Turns out that it actually. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, even if I immediately went off of, like, all I literally had was GT after Turtle Rock, so it's not like I would have gained enough time. Yeah, I was so done anyway. I had absolutely nothing left.
Yeah. I was actually worried it was a hover seed, to be honest. Because you could easily not have hook shot on this seed and everything would be fine. But as soon as I found out Argus was at Lambo 2, I'm like, yeah, the hook shot's hard required on this seed. Like, okay, it's not a hover seed anymore on this.
Yeah, I can kind of hover, but probably not well enough to get past whatever boss is up there. I mean,
It was
maybe
Cold
I
Stare.
Oh yeah, that one's
So that's the
really
easiest
hard
one to
too.
hover.
So you have to like break off the shell or something like that too. So I was gonna look for the hook shot regardless, and big boss. You just kind of almost pretty rare you're not gonna need the hook shot or the ice rod.
Yeah, I mean, just from an objective standpoint, this seed was just not. It was pretty rude. All in all, just Agabait at the beginning, and then everything in just really awkward spots. But yeah, GG's to both of you. So you guys have one more game that you have to play at least.
I hope it's going to be 2. I'd love to see a game 3.
Yeah. It won't be tomorrow though because I actually do have that thing tomorrow. So
Okay.
yeah, just letting you know right now. I just checked it like 10 minutes ago maybe, and yeah, it's for tomorrow. So hopefully we'll be done with it by Wednesday, and then we can do it on Thursday. But if not Thursday, then maybe Friday or Saturday. I'll keep
Friday
you.
it will probably be Thursday. I'll probably be busy. So yeah, we'll see if we can get a Friday one going.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you know what happens with that.
Yeah, with the tournament progressing, the bracket is thinning out, and so too is our race schedule. Because right now there's nothing currently on the schedule until Friday, so y'all will have to stay tuned. Any last words, anybody?
I don't got any.
Went so far with dodging a shield. Didn't get one until TRs. Almost a really good seed. Other than that, just thanks for the comms, the restreams, the tracking. It's always fun putting on a show. Really appreciate it. And I'll try not to get baited into AGA and put on a better show next time.
Yes, thanks for the restream and the comms, the last minute comms, and the tracking to NSG for hosting the race. I think that's pretty much it from me.
Cool. All right. With that, we will sign off. We will see you all next time.
Yep. Bye, guys.